Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome to Everything You Didn't Get to Do, which is a game about stacking rocks for a seal, and nothing else. Kind of a pretty place, actually. Getting like a comfy vibe. Oh man, tide pools. Hi, seal. How you doing? Oh, look at you. You don't know what you're doing here, don't you? I'm afraid you're stranded on one of the most inhospitable islands up north. Like, north. Yeah, that sounds pretty north. Everyone knows that as you move north, everything is more inhospitable. That kind of north. So north. Anyway, don't bother trying to recall any movies about castaways you may have seen. Castaways. There's not much to do here in terms of survival. Only rocks. Okay, that's fine. A bit of moss if you're lucky, but I wouldn't count on it. I've witnessed too many idiots losing on this very island. Do you know what people need more than food or clean water? Money? Purpose. Suppose money would be purpose, in a very indirect, corrupted way. Yeah, pitiful as that. Freedom is the ultimate sanity wiper. Come with me. I'll give you something to do while you accept your fate. You are a very fast-moving seal. You're very talented. Behold, a flat surface. It's really something else, isn't it? How do you feel about building cairns? That's right. I'm talking about the ancient art of piling rocks. I'll get into what's at stake later, but first, before I start commissioning you with important work, I do insist you're not completely useless. You gonna pay me in fish? Unironically, I would take fish as a payment. I'm not emotionally ready for a letdown, so let's start easy. Would you build a cairn of 3 rocks, please? Just approach a rock and interact with it to pick it up. You can rotate rocks while you're holding them. You know what? I'll just summon a reminder of the controls on the UI. Hey, that's a 4th wall break. Okay, get to it. A cairn comprised of 3 rocks. When you are done, click on me for validation. Free validation. Suppose that's what I'm being paid in. Well, that's 1 rock. How am I feeling? There's a lot of rocks to choose from around here. We got rock choices. Let's go big. Ooh, precision rotation. Wow, this is actually advanced. Oh no. Wait. This is fine. Hold up. Put you there. Yeah, there we go. That's 2 rocks. And then which rock am I feeling tonight? I'm feeling this rock. Okay, you did it. What? Were you expecting a reward or something? Yeah, fish. Need to eat. Acknowledging that you just put a couple of rocks over another rock should be reward enough for you. Try to keep up. You seem competent enough. I decided I'm going to place the weight of all my hopes and dreams on you. That's too much weight. See, what we'll be doing here is very important work. This island is special. The prayers of all the inhabitants of the archipelago converge here. And we can help those prayers come true by building cairns to please the gods. At this moment, there are many villages struggling with famine. So you need to build them a proper cairn to end that. The higher the cairn, the more food they'll be blessed with. Everyone's counting on you. I'll be overseeing your work from here, in this comfortable pose. And by the way, if you want to gain some extra height, you can stand on your toes by holding the spacebar on your keyboard. Let me know when you're done. Does that actually have an effect? Can I just like put one rock and just upset you? Huh. What's that? I'm curious. No, okay. You're not gonna be exactly set. At least, it has to be at least like a couple of rocks. Ooh, these are big. Can it balance? I really like this piece right there. Okay. It's working. It's working! Wait, let me precision this. Wait. I'm gonna get this to work, trust me. Yeah, I know some of you doubted me. I know some of you doubted me out there. You're like, well, you just find yourself an extra piece in that. Like, no. I got this. Don't worry about it. Here, have a rock. I'm trying to be if I can get this piece to work somehow. I'd really like this topper. This would look really great up here. Really like precision. Wait. Whoa! Damn! I flew too close to the sun. That's the best I can do. That one's just too big. Alright. They like it. Foam and seaweed, that's a really high cairn. Maybe have solved world hunger altogether. Nice. Maybe. If only I could keep you from starving here. Huh. Pay me in fish. It's gonna allow you to die proud in any case. Well done. I have even more important work to commission you. Follow me. There's a chair here. Interesting. Ready for more important work. Your last cairn was outstanding. Some expectations are off the charts right now. So high. Like you are bound to disappoint me. Thanks. Anyway, we're going to build an arch now. This is the way of the ancients of asking for peace. You need to connect these two stumps so they form a single cairn. Do you get the metaphor? A bridge for communication, for understanding, or peace. The more rocks we use, the more peace we'll produce. Go ahead. Let me know when you're done. What if I prefer chaos? Can I use this chair? Is this allowed? I don't see why not. Can I use these giant rocks? No. Carry me up some rocks. Yeah, that's working, that's working. Okay. It's good. It's good. Hold up. There. Whoa, those are a lot of rocks. You're really giving it your all, eh? You create so much peace, the islanders are probably going to be bored off their asses for a decade at least. How does it feel to have helped so many people? Huh? Nothing. We'll hit you in time. Gotta keep you motivated in any case, so... Well, I know. I got the perfect job for you. Follow me. Oh, okay. You haven't built that, you just tear it down. So much for peace. And you stole my chair! See, that's the real symbolism right there. Peace is not everlasting. At some point, a seal is gonna ruin it. Oh, I'm gonna be frank for a second. I feel you and I aren't hitting it off here. You don't really give a shit about all the island gods and the inhabitants of this place, huh? That's very human of you. But I'm a persevering teacher. Maybe we change the topic, I could lead you to some kind of breakthrough. What's everyone's favorite subject? Money? Ah, I know. Yourself. Yeah, okay. Next cairn is gonna be about yourself. I want you to give your all for this one. Build a cairn that helps me understand you. In at least 7 blocks. Don't be selling yourself short. You're a very complex character. I can tell. Time for art. Build a cairn about yourself. Get creative. Here? Oh, it's a giant stone. Damn. It's like a little bit of a slant, which I don't appreciate. We'll start with a solid foundation. This one is nice. This one's pretty good and flat. Get some... Yeah, we can get some nice volume. If I can just land it right. Yeah, that's working. I'm not quite liking that slant. I feel like it could fall over, but... You know, we make the impossible possible. Oh yeah, hold up. Yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling that. That can be used. Wait. It's balancing. It's balancing out. It's balancing out. That's good. I was a little worried about that one, but it works. It works. Really worried about this angle, but it's working. It's balancing out. Now we need a fat baby over here. It's kind of like... No. No, don't tip over the whole thing. Yeah. Why is there a hand? Well, this will come in handy. No hand! Stay. Wow, this hand really unbalances things. Maybe I can put it right here instead. Think about the angle of attack. Come on. Yeah, that's it. We can't even, like, tiptoe any higher. Right, this really represents me, I feel like. Oh, this cairn. It's so... evocative. What does that mean? The arm sticking out. Is it that you miss your physical body? Plus that radio. Did you miss the voice of others? This is you. I didn't know you were dealing with so much. I like how I picked up on that stuff. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm gonna come clean. There are no gods. There's a talking seal, apparently, though. There are no islanders, either. The only living souls that come through here are the ones aboard the fishing ships. And no, they won't get you out of here. Because you are dead. Figured. I mean, haven't you noticed you have no hands? I thought you would realize it eventually. All these games were just to shit you out of your post-mortem stupor. Come, I want to tell you a story. I still like it. What do you see, O wise seal? Once upon a time, there was this most magnificent seal. She loved the sea and sunbathing. Not something that you can do often in these islands, bear me. But oh girl, when you manage to get a good ray of sun. In fact, this seal loved the sun so much that she once shed her fur to welcome even more sun onto her. A mariner that was hunting for crabs stumbled upon her fur, neatly folded over a rock. It was so beautiful and soft, he had to take it with him. Then he saw the furless seal. She happened to be the most beautiful woman he had ever laid eyes upon. And he decided to take her with him too. He went back to the mainland, extremely proud, announcing they had rescued that beautiful woman, stranded as she was on a rocky shore. It bothered no one that she couldn't speak, nor the fact that she couldn't pronounce a yes I do when the mariner made her his wife. But what could she do? The mariner had her fur. She couldn't go back to the sea without it. Well, was it that bad? To be the most beautiful wife. And bear the most beautiful children. She even ended up being able to love the mariner. She made a lot of people happily ever after. And I hate her. The end. You feel a little personal connection to this story, Seal? Anything you want to talk about? Oh, what's this? Oh, probably could put that on my thing. Nice. I think this is based off an actual, story, right? Seems familiar. The whole seal thing. Don't you hate that story I just told you? Why the hell would someone sacrifice so much just to fit in, not to cause a disturbance? I'm sure you know a thing or two about it. You've been doing everything I said since you got here. I guess there are times in which you just do whatever it is you need to do to progress. Yeah, because you're a video game. Life's not so simple, eh? Oh, I know a way that may properly convey this idea. Would you try and build a cairn on this slope? It's gonna prove challenging. And try to think about all the things you've ever done in your life, just to get validation from your peers. Things you kept secret to avoid upsetting others. Or the ways in which you behaved to just get along with strangers. Yeah, that's a powerful feeling. This is your magnum opus. Try to make it high enough to reach my nose. Here, I'll make it easier. Build this challenging cairn on the slope to reflect an external validation. The building on top of you? Okay, no, okay. Well, I'm gonna need some pieces for my other one. If anything, the angled rocks could be more useful here. Like this one, for example. We could, rotate it this way to kind of build a counter slope. Same with this. Wrong way somewhat. Okay. This one will be useful because it also has an angle on it. So I can... Yeah, see, we're actually leveling it to a nice counterbalance. And then we put this one here and actually took this one. Whoa, I'm hitting it too hard. Need to bring it forward. Once it settles, we're good. We're good. We have almost basically a flat surface now. And then... put you there to balance out the way a little. Put it over here. Right. I'm gonna go get that chair. Let's see whatever items we get to work with. Glasses and a phone. It's useless. It does mean you could have used those items in the personal self thing, gotten some commentary about it. What's this? This can work. Nice, nice. It's all working out. I'm not sure why you thought this was going to be a challenge to me. You clearly underestimate humanity. Let's top it off with a hat. No! Quick! Brace it back up! See, this is why you don't put hats on things. Balance, balance, balance! Balance! It's good, it's good. Talk to the seal. Well, did you think about everything I told you while building it? Did it stir something in you? Would it make you happy if I told you this is the most beautiful cairn I've ever seen? Nah, I only live off my own self-validation. No, it's not. But come on, you should be beyond that at this point. I'm tired of messing with you. I'll let you move on to the afterlife, or whatever it is the dead do. Your grave is at the top of the island. I'm gonna go back to the sea now. Too much land puts me in a bad mood. And hey, I forgive you, even if you don't remember me anymore. See you on the next sea. Are we the mariner? Nice. So here's our grave. The grave is a seal. Well, remains of a seal. Oh! Once you've found your own skin, there's nothing that can keep you from the sea. So I guess that's it for everything you didn't get to do. So there's a couple layers to this story. The first one is the more straightforward part, which is the Selkies story. Basically, kind of a mermaid kind of thing, except, you know, it's seal and stuff like that. There's multiple variations of that story. This one kind of stuck pretty similar to the actual tale. And in the end, we find out we are playing that Selkie as we find our seal form, and we're able to become a seal again and go back out to sea. And we meet up with the other seal. Of course, this is the afterlife. We passed away. We died in a normal human grave, I'm assuming. There is some variation of that story where the Selkie had a seal lover ahead of time, before she became a human and had a human family. That's kind of like the dress work of the story. The entire story is more obviously of a kind of general thoughtful thing. And I'm going to try not to go too much into that, because I do want you, the audience, to kind of pull your interpretation out of it. So for games like these, I'm a little bit careful not to, in a sense, poison the well of what the interpretation is going to be. So I usually try to balance out my explanation of things. But it seemed like there was some themes of, because the game says in the description, it's about commitment and validation. And I think it was about some aspects of conformity, fitting in with a group, fitting in with a certain societal standard, and so on. And doing things to seek that validation in that group. And the sense of this game would be stacking rocks. That was my interpretation without going in any more in-depth into it. And I do understand that feeling, because there's a lot of layers to how we interact with society or people around us and social structures and anything like that. But I'm always I always get like a little bit of a funny feeling, and this is related to the gameplay structure. I call it the gameplay guilt thing. And you see it sometimes appear when a game tries to use a little bit of a meta element. There was one war game, for example. I think it was, I always say, like, I forget titles of things because I've just consumed too much media. It was something in the line or something like that. I don't want to spoil the game fully. But that game executed pretty well. Some other minigames, like, so on and so on, like some of the visual novels I've played have also toyed around that concept about the nature of our character in relation to the limitations of the gameplay linearity format. But this is more of a personal thing, not a kind of general review thing. But whenever I kind of see that, I always get this little funny feeling at the back of my spine. Because I understand that you're using the gameplay format of the nature of a video game to make a symbolic point. At the same time, this little part of my brain goes off. That's kind of like, you're using a format. It's basically saying, like, why does the train not go backward on train track? That on a train track it can't go backward on, kind of thing. Because games usually are linear one-way streets. So whenever a game kind of uses that vehicle of communicating their point, my like inner chaos kind of like kicks in. And it just kind of like wants to say, like, yeah, it's a video game. So writers gotta be a little careful about that, because I think some people listening will kind of relate to what I said on relation to that. It's not that it was bad here. I just always think it's a funny thing when a developer chooses to use that literary choice. I should note that this game was made in a collaboration with two different devs. One side of the dev team was made by the same people who made the game like Gods Will Be Watching. I played one other game from them where you talk to God in a computer. They generally make like thoughtful games, like smart games, essentially, like more literary things. And I can kind of see their influence on this game as far as writing goes. There is a calming aspect, there is, like I said, a bit of a message, and a certain atmosphere to the island and the seal and the music and how it all kind of synergizes with the rocks and everything. And I don't think you see Selkies used. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Selkies used much. So on the atmospheric kind of like the overall design kind of end, I actually like it quite a bit. The actual enjoyment you would get out of the game aside from the rock stacking is going to be definitely a mileage may vary based on how you interpret the story and how you feel about it in relation to you. So for these type of games, these kind of experiences, I think they're like a real like coin toss based on the audience. And I think that's actually I would hope would be the actual intent, because it kind of gets people talking one way or the other about how they feel about it, how they interpret it. Maybe they don't feel anything about it, maybe they don't like the message, maybe they like the message. It's always interesting to see people talk about things and how they relate to stuff. Anyway, so thank you all for watching play everything you didn't get to do. I'll see you guys later, and take it easy.